Everybody, Frank DiMora. Please go to my website, www.dimoraministry.com. Once you get there, you'll see my book, The Last Chronicles of Planet Earth, which you can download for free right there. And if this is the first time at YouTube, just go under the video, scroll down, you'll see all the news that I'm talking about. Today I'm going to continue on with Barack Obama not being the Antichrist and him dragging America down. We know, if you look at July 13th, my post there, I give you about 30 different statistics or characteristics, if you will, about the Antichrist. And I show you these characteristics do not match with the President of the United States, Barack Obama. He doesn't have the power. He doesn't have the influence. He doesn't have the charisma anymore. I mean, when the real Antichrist comes, he's going to be a Superman figure that is not going to lose power in a year and a half like Barack Obama is doing. As a matter of fact, his popularity not only in the United States has dropped to a new low at 40% or close to 40%, but his popularity around the world is diminishing also. Whereas for example, the European Union leaders are telling Barack Obama to do. This is the exact opposite of what's going to happen when the Antichrist shows up. He's going to be a dramatic, miracle, powerful, having power like you cannot believe, Superman kind of figure. Barack Obama is a Mickey Mouse compared to what's coming. Now here's some examples to show you that he doesn't have this influence. Robert Gibbs, who was talking, Barack Obama's chief spokesman, got into hot water this week for daring to speak the truth that the Democrats could lose control of the House of Representatives in November. But it could be even worse than that. Contrary to pretty much every projection until now, Democratic control of the Senate is also starting to coming into question, while Mr. Obama's approval ratings have continued to fall and now hover at a dangerously close to 40%, according to an ABC Washington poll published on Tuesday. The fate of his former colleagues in the Senate looks even worse. And what they're saying is, when you read the article, he's hooked, the Democrats are hooked up to Barack Obama. It doesn't look good. And they're going to want to distance themselves from this guy because they know they're going to get dragged down by Obama. Now, if it was the Antichrist and he would have this much power, nobody would be worried about this, but just shows you that he does not have the Superman power like we see that the scripture shows that he has. Also, when the White House press secretary Robert Gibbs told Meet the Press host David Gregory on Sunday that there is no doubt that there is enough seats in the play that could cause the Republicans to gain control, he was, to many people, stating the obvious. After all, political procrastinators from Charlie Cook to Stu Rosenberg and every talking head in between have noticed with variety of degrees and certainty that the House majority is clearly at risk as Democrats this fall. So you see the power. Just in a year and a half, the most of the world sees Barack Obama as a weak president. This is not going to be the case when the Antichrist first shows up on the scene. He's going to be coming with force, with a dynamic personality 100 times fold than Barack Obama. Also, Washington AP, the federal deficit has topped $1 trillion with 3 months still to go in the budget year. Now, this is what Barack Obama has done. Now, when the American economy drops and it has a ripple effect throughout the world, this is one of the ways that the Antichrist, the real Antichrist, is going to emerge, and he's going to control everything, the world economy. And what Barack Obama is doing is destroying America by his policies. No jobs, food lines, food stamps, the oil spill debacle, the bank debacle, the health net, billions that are going to be going there. We don't have the money. America doesn't have the money to pay for all that, and there will be a collapse, and I hope you're preparing for that. It says, in its monthly budget report, the Treasury Department said on Tuesday that that through the first 9 months of the budget year, the deficit totals $1 trillion. That's down 7.6% from $1.0 trillion deficit run up during the same period a year ago. The deficit in the federal budget in June totaled $68.4 billion, the second highest in June deficit on record, but down from the all-time high of $94 billion, which came in 2009. A month when the government was spending heavily to subsidize the financial system and jumpstart the economic growth, which, by the way, everybody knows it hasn't worked. And we have hundreds of thousands of people who have already walked away from their homes. Their credit cards are maxed out. They're losing jobs, and more hundreds of thousands of people are in line to also foreclose on their homes. Also, June is normally a surplus month as the government collects tax payments from corporations and individuals who make quarterly payments. Only 7 years in the past 56 have seen deficits in June. In other words, Barack Obama, through the last year and a half, is destroying America. June is an indicator that that's true, because it's just going down, the deficit's growing. They don't even have enough money to pay the interest on this loan. So where do you think it's going? When the money is due, they're going to ask for this due, and it's not going to be there. You're going to see a collapse. So I pray that you get ready for that. Also, I'd like to show you on this same video, Daniel chapter 2, or chapter 12 and 4 talks about the increase of knowledge. And when you scroll down, you're going to see two articles. One article talks about robots being deployed in South Korea. And these robots are going to shoot intruders across the border. It's almost like one of these Arnold Schwarzenegger movies where you have robots. But I have a picture of the robot. When you go to my website, just scroll down, you'll see pictures of that. It's voice activated recognition, voice recognition. This could only happen in an increased knowledge generation, which Jesus pointed out when God told Daniel, it's happened now in our generation. Only can happen. Also, the new full body scans, you'll see pictures of that, only could happen in our generation. And a body scan is when you go to the airport, they can actually see right through your clothes and see your nakedness through your clothes. It says backlash grows via body scanners. Filters worry about privacy health risks. Opposition to new full body imaging scanners or machines to scan passengers and the government's deployment of them at most major airport is growing. Of course, people do not want this kind of violation of their person, but it's becoming mandatory because they can see right through your clothes and see your nakedness, and if there's anything on you, weaponry, then they'd be able to spot it. So these kinds of intrusions on American life and life outside of America, you see it at Heathrow Airport, they have it there in Great Britain. These things are coming, and at a time when all the prophecies are being fulfilled, in a generation of increased knowledge, a generation who was seeing the last world government coming to play, as we are shown from Daniel, chapter 2 and 7 is going to be the revived Roman Empire, and you'll see that in my book, chapter 2. So now we're going to go to part 2. You have to scroll down and watch the other video, and we'll continue on with the segments for July 14th. Thank you.